Hi everybody, hi. Welcome to Momentum with Vedantu. Welcome to Momentum with Vedantu. Today is a very special session, guys, and this is based on your request. You guys wanted me to do this chapter, so here I am doing this chapter. This is graphs. We are going to study today graphs, kinematics graphs in one shot. Okay, we'll try to cover as much as possible in one shot. We'll do all the theories, maybe some questions, and see if you understand. Okay, also at the same time, if you have any other suggestions for me to do later, you should tell me in the chat right now. Okay, you should tell me in the chat right now. By the way, hi Prachi and Bhargavi and Varun Shastri. Varun Shastri is here for SAT tips. Varun Shastri, I don't have any SAT tips for you right now. I will give it to you later. Okay, and Niharika, hello, hi Krish. Okay, hi Bhargavi, hi everybody, hi Pia Prajapati. Okay, so guys, today we are going to study the graphs in kinematics. Okay, there are basically three basic graphs that we are going to study, which is xt, vt, and at. And if you want, hi Pradesh, hi. Okay, so if you want, we can also go a one step further and do advanced graphs Vx, V square x, and Ax if you want. Okay, if you want me to take a entertainment 2016, 2015, if you want me to take a class on integration, you also should tell me that. I will probably take it. Okay, the second session every day is going to be, guys, for some days it's going to be based on your demand. Okay, whatever you demand, I will teach that. Okay, so it's going to be based on your demands. You have to tell me, sir, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. Based on that, I will do. Okay, all right. Hi, Ashwami. Hi, Priya Prajapati. Okay, hi, Shravani. Okay, guys. So today we are going to study kinematics graphs. We will study the basic graphs, XT, and AT. But if we have more time and if you guys are ready to stay a little bit more, then we will also study VX, V square X, and AX graph. Okay, so what to do? First of all, let's talk about x versus t graph. Okay, here x is what, guys? Here x is supposed to be the position of the particle. Okay, and t is supposed to be the time. So here we are talking about a one-dimensional motion of the particle along x-axis, and x is the x coordinate and t is the time. Okay, we are not going to talk about two-dimensional motions here because in that case the graphs are complicated and we will not draw that right now, maybe other time. Okay, so here, if x versus t graph is given, guys, what exactly do you understand from this graph? So if you mark a point A on it, let's say position at point A is xa, time at point A is ta. So basically, from this graph, you can determine that, oh, at time ta, the particle was at xa, and similarly, oh, at time tb, the particle was at xb. Okay, so from this, basically, guys, what you can calculate is what you know is position of the particle at each points of time. You know that. Okay, all right. Next is what exactly will be the displacement if they ask you. So if I ask you the displacement between point A and B, what will that be? That will be this vertical distance between A and B, delta x, and that will be nothing, guys, but position B minus position A. This is very simple. I think everybody understands this. Okay. If I ask you what will be the time taken will be TB minus TA. But the big question comes later. If I ask you what will be the average velocity between A and B. Okay, if I ask you what is the average velocity between A and B. Okay, Ghanshyam, this is a random graph. Okay, I did not mean it to be x is equal to t square. I made it a random graph. Okay, so if I ask you what is the average velocity between points A and B, the average velocity will be the total displacement upon the total time taken, which is delta x divided by delta t. I think everybody understands that. Everybody understands that. Okay, very simple. If I ask you average velocity and let's say delta x and delta t are not given, then there are other ways in which also you can calculate. Okay, if I join the line from A to B, then the average velocity between A and B will also be the slope of the line AB. Slope of the line AB, which in this case, guys, will be equal to tan theta. Which in this case will be equal to tan theta. If you guys already knew this or understood it now, please give me a thumbs up. Okay, if you already knew this or understood it now, please give me a thumbs up. I think everybody would know this. This was basic. If you did not, I told you right now. Okay. So because if you calculate the slope of the line, that will nothing be that will be nothing but delta x by delta t. If you calculate, that will be tan theta. Okay, tan theta and delta x by delta t, both of them will have the same value. Both of them will have the same value if you calculate. Okay, all right. Based on this, guys, let me ask you a very simple question. I have a body which is going from A to B. Its graph is looking like this. Please tell me its average velocity between A and B. Okay, everybody should be able to tell me the correct answer. Tell me the answer in the chat, in the chat, in the chat. Okay, tell me the answer in the chat, in the chat, in the chat. Everybody should be able to tell me the correct answer. La 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 la. In the chat. Are, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Ghanshyam, please go to careers@vedantu.com and try that. Okay, here guys, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Here, once again, you will calculate delta x and delta t. Delta x will be equal to 7 minus 3, that will be equal to 4 centimeter. Okay, and delta t will be equal to 3 minus 1, that will be equal to 2 seconds. Okay, so average velocity will be equal to what? That will be delta x by delta t, that will be equal to 4 by 2. What will be the unit, guys? What will be the unit? Its unit will be centimeters per second. Okay, why will I write it as centimeters per second? Because if you see, the x here is given in centimeters and t is given in seconds. Okay, so you have to remember it will be 4 by 2 centimeters per second, or basically 2 centimeters per second. 2 centimeters per second. Okay, I hope everybody understands, guys. This is an easy one. I think everybody knew how to solve this. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let's go to the next one. It's once again an easy question, but let's see if you guys are able to do. I have to find the average velocity between the points A and B. And guys, this is 37 degrees. Now I don't know if you guys know, but cos 37 is 4 by 5. Okay, and sine 37 is 3 by 5. Okay, so based on this, guys, try to tell me the average velocity between the points A and B. Average velocity between the points A and B. Everybody tell me. Hi, Mamsi Krishna. How are you? How are you? So nice to have you back, man. So nice to have you back. Okay. Tell me, guys, what will be the average velocity? I think everybody should know this as well. Everybody should know this as well. Entertainment 2015. It will be 4 by 3 or 3 by 4. 4 by 3 or 3 by 4. It will be. Mm-mm. Thank you, Moms. Okay, see, guys, the average velocity will be equal to tan theta only. Okay, average velocity between point A and B will be equal to tan theta only, which in this case will be tan 37. That will be nothing but sine 37 divided by cos 37. Okay, sine 37 divided by cos 37, which in this case will be nothing but 3 by 4. Okay, so average velocity will be equal to 3 by 4. If I ask you the units, guys, what will be the units? Tell me. Will it be meters per second, centimeters per second, millimeters per second, micrometers per second? What will be the units, guys? What will be the units? Everybody tell me. Everybody tell me. You should know the units. You should know the units. The units will be what? यहाँ कल क्या हो जल्दी बताओ. Hmm? See, the unit comes from the units of the graph. Okay, they will give you this units in the question. If you see here, it's millimeters and here it's seconds. So your correct units here is millimeters per second. Okay, this is how you determine the units. You have to look at the units of the x and the y axis. Okay, if this unit is in millimeters, then your speed will also be in millimeters per second. Okay, I hope everybody understood. Now, guys, before we move forward, let's take 2 minutes to talk about Vedantu's platform. Okay, if you're preparing for JEE and NEET plus 11th and 12th, Vedantu's platform is the best for you. We have the India's best teachers, and if you take the pro subscription, guys, you get full access to all the live courses. Okay, where all the subjects are covered in great detail. You get to choose the language in which you want to study, guys. Yes, exactly. You want to study in English or Hindi, you get to choose. Okay, you get instant in-class doubt solving. Okay, there are going to be class teachers, and while a master teacher is teaching in class, there are going to be class teachers in class who are there just to solve your doubts, guys. And you can ask unlimited doubts. Okay, you can ask unlimited doubts, guys. Okay, and also you get to master your concepts from India's best teachers. Vedantu has cherry picked all the best teachers from India, guys. All of them having more than 5 years of experience. Okay, and definitely you get to learn from the safety of your home. Okay, we give you everything, guys. If you get pro subscription, if you get if you are if you have joined a long term course, we give you assignments, we give you tests, we give you everything. Each and every aspect of your preparation will be taken care of right from your home. Okay, but how do you get this pro subscription, guys? How do you get this pro subscription? You have to go to vdnt.in/ytpro to get the pro subscription. Okay, you have to go to this link to get the pro subscription. The link is also given in the description below. And if you want to know the price is 6,999 and 31,800. But if you count per day price, it's just 198 and 75 rupees. Okay, but also at the same time, if you use my coupon code AAPPRO, guys, if you use my coupon code, you get additional 15% discount. Okay, so if you want to get pro subscription, go to vdnt.in/ytpro. Okay. Anyways, Ghanshyam, I speak a lot of different languages. Okay, I speak English, I speak Hindi, I speak English, I speak semi-English. Okay, I speak a lot of languages. Okay, but mostly English and Hindi. Okay, next is Siddharth Bose. I do teach on Pro. I teach the Sankalp batches. Okay, I teach Sankalp J and K. No, K and C. Okay. All right. Anyways, guys, let's come back to this lecture. If we are talking about instantaneous velocity, okay, what exactly is instantaneous velocity? Instantaneous velocity is velocity at that instant. And from this graph, if you want to calculate instantaneous velocity, that will be equal to dx by dt. But if you make the tangent at point A, then instantaneous velocity at A will also be slope of that tangent, and that will also be equal to tan theta. Okay, very, very simple. I think everybody understands. There is no issue so far. Haripriya, this channel is for teaching in English, my friend. If you want teaching in Hindi, I suggest you go to Vedantu JEE or NCERT class 11th and 12th. Okay. Alright. Next is let's talk about this question. If you have to find the instantaneous velocity at point, I think everybody will be able to do this, but you have to give me the correct answer in the chat. Tell me the correct answer. You should be able to solve. You should. I know you have. I know you have a capacity. I know you do. I know you do. Okay, just tell me the correct answer. Tell me. Everybody tell me the correct answer on the chat, on the chat. घनश्याम को जी एडवांस फोड़ना है ऐसे शॉर्ट वीडियोस बनाते रहो थैंक यू अरे घनश्याम just for you my friend okay tell me guys tell me will it be 1 by root 3 or minus 1 by root 3 guys you have to remember that velocity at point A will be equal to tan theta but what is this angle theta is the angle made by the tangent with the positive x-axis okay. Theta is the angle made by the tangent with the positive x-axis, which in this case will be tan 150 degrees, not tan 30 degrees, guys. What? It will be tan 150 degrees, which will be, if you try to know, this is nothing but a negative tan 30 degrees. Okay, that will be nothing but minus 1 by root 3 meters per second. Okay, so you have to remember here the angle theta is supposed to be with the positive x-axis, which in this case will be negative tan 30, which we find. Very good, very good. Mansi Krishna, you are correct and on point. Vinay, very good. I'm so proud of everybody. Okay, Ajay Acharya, if you are in 10th and preparing for AIMS, best of luck, best of luck. You still have a long journey ahead of you. My best wishes to you. Okay, alright guys. Now looking at this question, you have two choices. You have to tell me the acceleration of the particle is positive or negative. Okay. This is a very simple question. Very simple question. I think everybody should be able to answer. You just remember to take tangents at two different points. Okay. I will also give you a hint here. Let's say this is point A and let's say this is point B. I suggest you take two different tangents at point A and B. Okay. And then tell me the correct answer. Positive and negative. Adi Jagannathan is saying positive, Vinay is saying negative, Entertainment 2015 is saying positive. Oh, Hari Priya is also saying positive. Okay, acceleration will be positive or negative, guys. How would you know? How would you know? Okay, so for this, guys, what you need to do is you need to make two different tangents. Okay, let me try to make two different tangents and let's see if that works. Okay, so let's say I make the first tangent at point A. Okay, let me try to make this will be the tangent at point A. Can you see? No, it's supposed to be a little bit more. Okay. Alright, so this feels like it's a tangent at point A. Okay, let me just make it a little bit thicker so that everybody can see it. Okay, and let's also at the same time, guys, make a tangent at point B. Let's also at the same time make a tangent at point B. Okay, yeah, this looks like a very good tangent at point B. Let's also make it black. Let's also make it thick. Oh, very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, now guys, I have made two tangents at point A and point B. Okay, if you can see, I have made two tangents at point A and point B. Okay, angle made by this tangent, let's call it theta A, and angle made by this tangent, let's call it theta B. First of all, tell me, guys, which angle is bigger? Is theta A bigger or theta B bigger? Which angle is bigger, theta A or theta B? Theta A or theta B? Everybody. Tell me in the chat, tell me in the chat, theta is bigger or theta b is bigger? Correct, exactly. Theta A, the angle A is bigger than angle B. Everybody can see this. I hope everybody can see this. Okay. Similarly, correct. And also at the same time, if I ask you if theta is bigger than theta B, then which tan theta will be bigger? Will tan theta A will be bigger or will tan theta B will be bigger? Will tan theta A will be bigger or will tan theta B will be bigger? Everybody, guys, everybody. I know you guys know the correct answer. Yes, tan theta A will be bigger. Okay, now tan theta A is nothing but velocity at point A and tan theta B is nothing but velocity at point B. You can see velocity at point A is bigger than velocity at point B. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Now, guys, what this means is that as the particle went forward in time, it went from A to B. Okay, and when the particle went from A to B, its speed decreases, or basically, not speed here, its velocity decreases. Can you see that, guys? Its velocity decreases with time. Okay, its velocity decreases with time. I hope everybody can see this. That means what? That means acceleration is negative. Okay, because if you see when the particle goes from A to B, its velocity decreases. That means the acceleration is negative. I hope. Everybody understood. Ghanshyam, diagrammatical approach. If you understand, that's very good. You have a lot more advantage than other people. Okay, then just keep practicing and try to apply that approach everywhere. You should be good. Okay, all right. Next, let's talk about V versus T graph, guys. Now, V versus T graph is in many ways same as A versus T graph. Is in many ways same as X versus T graph. Okay, guys, you have to remember. That if I have three different graphs: X versus T, V versus T, and A versus T. Okay, now if you take the slope of tangent here, okay, slope of tangent, then that is equal to V here. Okay, similarly here, if you take a slope of tangent, what will you get if you take slope of tangent in a V versus T graph? You will get acceleration. You have to remember that. Okay, it always goes like this. You take slope of tangent, you get the next quantity. You take slope of tangent, you get the next quantity. Okay, similarly, you might be wondering, sir, what happens if we take slope of tangent in case of an acceleration versus time graph? Okay, you take slope of tangent here, you take slope of tangent in the case of an acceleration versus time graph, you get a quantity called jerk. Okay, and this jerk is out of syllabus. You get jerk. This jerk is out of syllabus. So we don't study about that. Okay, but in general, whenever we take slope of tangent, we basically are differentiating. Okay, now let's get back to the graph. If I have V versus T graph, basically at point A the velocity will be VA, at time will be TA, at point B velocity will be VB, time will be TB. Okay, if I want to calculate average acceleration, guys, if I want to calculate average acceleration, what will be the average acceleration between A and B? The average acceleration will be between A and B will be nothing but change in velocity divided by change in time, or in this case I can also write it as VB minus VA upon TB minus TA. Okay, this will be what? This will be the average acceleration from this graph. If you want, you can also calculate average acceleration in a different way. What you can do is you can make the chord from A to B and you can take the slope of that line A to B. Okay, which in this case will just be equal to tan theta. Everybody knows this. It's the same thing. It was the same thing. Everybody should know. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Now, similarly, if I want to calculate the average acceleration, I have to choose two different points and take the slope of that line. If I want to calculate instantaneous acceleration, what do I do, guys? If I want to calculate instantaneous acceleration at point A, that will just be slope of the tangent, which will be tan theta. Instantaneous acceleration will be slope of the tangent, which will be tan theta. Hi, Abhyuday. Hi, welcome to my class. Oh, you are studying magnetic field. Ah? Oh, very good, very good, very good. Okay, now, similarly, I hope Haripriya understood. Similarly, there are other things you have to remember about this graph. Okay, there are other things you have to remember about this graph. Now, I don't know if you guys know integration. Okay, I really don't think you guys know integration. But if you knew integration, you have to remember that integration of something dot dx is basically area under the curve. Integration basically represents area under the curve. Okay, now let me explain this a little bit further. Let me explain this a little bit further. This is a little bit confusing. So if you have v is equal to dx divided by dt, okay, from this I can write dx is equal to v into dt. And if I integrate both sides, I get integration of dx will be giving me integration of v dot dt from t1 to t2, guys, from x1 to x2. Okay, now if you see integration of dx is just x2 minus x1, okay, and this will just be equal to integration of v dot dt. Now, what this means, if you look at it a little bit more, x2 minus x1 is nothing but displacement, okay, or I will just write it as s. I will just write it as s, and I can write s is equal to integration of v dot dt from t1 to t2. What this means is that displacement is nothing but area under V versus T curve. Displacement is nothing but area under V versus T curve. Okay. What? What? Oh, if I want to calculate displacement of the particle between the points A and B, then I will calculate this entire area, and the displacement will nothing be area. The displacement will be nothing but area under the curve. Okay, displacement will be nothing but area under the curve. I hope everybody understood. Now, guys, let's say I had a graph like this. This is the velocity versus time graph. Okay, this is the velocity versus time graph. And you see between B and C, the velocity of the particle is what? Between B and C, the velocity of the particle is negative. So here, if I want to calculate displacement, so first of all, I will calculate both the areas. First, I will calculate area from A to B. Next, I will calculate area from B to C. Okay, now, if I ask you what will be the sign of displacement from A to B, okay, you have to tell me displacement from A to B. Okay, will it be positive or negative? Can you tell me will it be positive or negative? Guys, tell me in the chat, will it be positive or negative? Displacement from A to B will be positive or negative? Positive or negative? Everybody should be able to tell me. Yes, Ghanshyam, you are mostly correct. Okay, mostly correct. Okay, yeah, you are correct. You are correct. Yeah, displacement from A to B will be positive, guys. I think everybody understood. Similarly, if I ask you displacement from B to C, will be positive or negative, will be positive or negative, will be positive or negative. Displacement from B to C, guys, will be negative. Correct. Okay, you have to remember, if your area is below the x-axis or below the time axis, then in that case, that has to be, the displacement has to be considered as negative. Okay, so displacement from A to B is positive, from B to C is negative. If I ask you the displacement from A to B, you will write that displacement as plus area A1. You will write that displacement as plus area A1. Okay. Similarly, if I ask you displacement from B to C, you will write it as negative area A2. Okay. Why the negative sign? Because the displacement is supposed to be negative. If I ask you the total displacement, guys, if I ask you the total displacement, can you tell me what will be the total displacement? Anybody can tell me. What will be the total displacement? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. In the chat, in the chat, in the chat. Arun Shastri, SAT tips in the next class. Definitely in the next class. Okay. Tell me, guys. Tell me. If I ask you the net displacement, if I ask you the net displacement, what will it be? A1 plus A2, A1 minus A2. Correct. Net displacement will be A1 minus A2. Okay. Ghanshyam, here I'm taking area as the magnitude of that area. Okay. Area I'm always going to consider as positive. Displacement will either be positive area or negative area. Okay, if I ask you the net distance traveled, guys, then what will be the total distance traveled by the particle from A to C? What will be the total distance traveled? Okay, everybody tell me, everybody, tell me. Displacement, distance traveled will be what? A1 minus A2, A1 plus A2, A2 minus A1. What will be the distance traveled? In the chat. Oh, come on, guys. Give me the answer in the chat. What will it be? It will be correct. Kanishk and Vamsi are correct. Vinay and Arjun is correct. It will be A1 plus A2. Very good, guys. Very good. Very good. Super proud of you. Very good. Slap just for you. Not slap. Not slap. क्या बोलते हैं? Claps. Claps just for you guys. Okay. Claps just for you guys. Okay. No slaps. No slaps. Only claps. Okay. Alright. So I think everybody understood. I think everybody understood so far. Yeah. Now, similarly, if you have A versus T graph, yeah, I have talked about this. If you take slope of this graph, guys, that is called jerk. Jerk is out of syllabus, so we will not talk about it. Okay, but in case of A versus T graph, if you take the area under the curve, if you take the area under the curve, here the limits will be from TA to TB, then that area under the curve will be equal to what? The area under the curve will be equal to what? It will be equal to what? You have to remember, A is equal to dV by dt, which gives me dV is equal to A dt. Okay, dV is equal to A, right? A dt. Okay, integration from TA to TB, from VA to VB. Okay, now if you see what will be the integration, the integration will be nothing but VB minus VA. This is the main important thing you have to remember, guys. This is the main thing you have to remember. Area under the curve is VB minus VA. Remember that area is not equal to velocity, guys. Area is not equal to velocity. Area is actually equal to change in velocity. Area is actually equal to change in velocity. Okay. I hope everybody understood. Ghanshyam, reality mein jerk is not a. See, we don't study jerk because we don't generally have to study jerk because it's not important. Newton's second law of motion, maybe we only need force and acceleration. We don't need to talk about jerk, so we don't talk about it. Okay. So in reality, jerk is the rate of change of acceleration, but it's not a very useful quantity in physical terms. It doesn't have much meaning. Okay. So I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Area is difference in velocity. Okay. Shravani Reddy, I am uploading the notes. I'm so sorry. I am uploading the notes. Okay. Definitely. Okay. All right. So for based on this, guys, this is a question. Between points A and B, if you see between points A and B, velocity of the particle is increasing or decreasing. Everybody has to tell me between points A and B, the velocity of the particle will be decreasing or increasing. I think everybody should know. Everybody should know. velocity of the particle will be decreasing or increasing. Vinay Kalyan Gajula is saying, Vinay Kalyan Gajula is saying increasing. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Give me the answer. Option A, option B, option A, option B. Arjun Bino is saying decreasing. Oh, Akshay is saying increasing. Oh, Atharva Sharma is saying decreasing. Oh. Okay, now guys, you have to see that is why graphs are so confusing. Okay, this is why graphs are so confusing, and you have to pay very close attention to graphs. If you see here, the graph is going down. Okay, graph is going down. There is no point about it. The acceleration is decreasing. Everybody can see that. Everybody can see that acceleration is decreasing. But that doesn't mean that velocity also is decreasing. That doesn't mean that velocity also has to be decreasing. Okay, to understand that whether the velocity is going to be decreasing or increasing, you have to calculate vb minus va. When you calculate vb minus va, guys, what will be vb minus va? Vb minus va will be nothing but the area of this triangle. Okay, b minus va will be area of this triangle. Let's call this area as a. B minus va will be positive a, because this area is above the x-axis. This area is above the x-axis. I hope everybody understood. Okay, which means vb is equal to va plus the area. Okay, which means VB is bigger than VA. VB is bigger than VA. This is what you have to remember, guys. Velocity of the particle is not decreasing here. Velocity of the particle is increasing. The acceleration might be decreasing here. The acceleration might be decreasing here, but at all points in between, acceleration is still positive. Can you see that? At all points between A and B, the acceleration is still positive. That means velocity is increasing. That means the velocity is increasing. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Okay, so if you did, by the way, please give me a thumbs up. If you did not, then I might try to teach you again, but probably not. If you did, though, please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up. If you did not, you can give me a thumbs down as well. Okay, you're welcome to give me a thumbs down. Okay, now guys, this is where the normal class is over. This is where the normal class is over. Now I can teach you the advanced graphs. I can teach you the advanced graphs, but only if you want. Only if you want. You have to say, so, okay, sir, I want to study all these three graphs as well. Okay. If you want to, then tell me. Otherwise, I will just stop this class. Do you want to, guys? Do you want to study this? Hmm? Yes, Siddharth Yadav, Kanishk Khanna. Okay. So these are advanced graphs, guys. So if you are a NEET student, you probably don't need that, but understanding this will definitely help you better understand your physics. Okay. So I would still suggest you stay. What exactly are all these graphs? So V versus X graph is going to be, if you have a velocity versus X graph, it's called V versus X graph. This is V square versus X graph. This is A versus X graph. Okay. So we'll study all three of them one by one. Okay, now when you are doing any question on V versus X graph, guys, you have to remember that acceleration has a differential formula. A is equal to dV by dx. Acceleration has a formula. A is equal to V dV by dx. Okay, if you are a NEET student, guys, you don't really need this, but it will be, it's interesting. That's why I think you should you stay here. If you're a NEET student, please focus. If you have seen yesterday's NEET paper, everything is directly from NCERT. Okay, so if you are a NEET student, just go and study NCERT. Just उसको ऊपर से नीचे तक पूरा सब एकदम रट लो, एकदम must, like 700 marks are definitely for sure. Okay, so just do that. But if you are an advanced student, you need to know all of this. Okay, all right. So A will be equal to V dV by dx. Okay. Now that means you can calculate acceleration of a body from V versus X graph. Okay, you can calculate acceleration of the body using V versus X graph, because if you guys know dV by dx will be what? dV by dx will be nothing but the slope of tangent. dV by dx will be nothing but slope of tangent. Okay, what do I mean? What do I mean? मैं उल्टा सीधा चीज बोल रहा हूँ, but समझ में तो आ नहीं रहा. तो let's do a question that will better your understanding. Okay, let's say this is the question given. Find the acceleration of the particle at point A. So everybody would be able to solve this. Everybody can try to solve this because you already know how to solve this. So I will give 2 minutes. If you're not able to, I will explain. Don't worry. Okay. So try to solve this, you probably will be able to. Okay, एडवांस फिजिक्स का हमेशा की तरह टफ नहीं आना चाहिए, मेरी फट जाती है घनश्याम, डोंट वरी, एडवांस फिजिक्स ऐसे डरते नहीं हो, डरते नहीं है. विनय कल्याण गजुला, वेरी गुड विनय कल्याण, वेरी गुड, वेरी, oh my god, so many of you giving the correct answer. Kanishk, and oh, Kanishk also giving the correct answer. Oh. See, first of all, guys, in this case, you have to know that in this case, if you want to know the acceleration of point A, you have to know that is equal to v dv by dx. Now, first of all, do you know, not v dv by dt, v dv by dx. Okay, do you know the value of v? Yes, we know the value of v. Do we know the value of dv by dx? Yes, we can calculate the value of dv by dx. Okay, so since you can calculate both these values, you can easily calculate the answer. First of all, if I ask you what is dv by dx, okay, v ka value will be equal to how much? V ka value will be equal to 10 and dv by dx will be equal to tan 60. Okay, I hope. Hi Atia, hi. Okay, so we just have to calculate acceleration, which will be v dv by dx, which will be tan root 3 meters per second. Okay, very simple, guys. Very simple if you understood. Hi Tawheed Ahmed, hi Tawheed Ahmed. Okay, I hope you guys are following. I hope you guys are following. Okay, if you're not, you can give me a thumbs down. Otherwise, if you did understand, please give me a thumbs. Okay, so if you have ever a v versus x graph, remember that you can calculate acceleration, but you have to calculate v and dv by dx. You have to observe both these values separately and then just multiply them, as we did in this question. Now let's talk about the next graph. Okay, next talk. Hi Athia, I'm good. लामिस थ्योरम का कुछ एडवांस में आता है, मैं देखता हूँ घनश्याम, कुछ देखते हैं करो. लामिस थ्योरम इज वेरी स्मॉल, देखता हूँ हो पाता है कि नहीं. ओके. Now guys, next graph is v square versus x graph. Okay, now if I ask you guys what will be, can you tell me the answer to this small question? What is d by dx of x square? What is d by dx of x square? Okay, yes Akshay RS, I will do that every day. You have to tell me what you want to study though. Okay. Hi Rajisha. Okay, tell me guys, what will be d by dx of x squared? Tell me in the chat. I know you guys know this. You should know this. I know you know this. Yes, Kanishk is correct. Vamsi Krishna is correct. Oh my god, everybody. Vamsi, Akshay, RS, Rasha, Entertainment, everybody is correct. This is 2x. Very good. Now one more question, guys. One more question. Okay, one more question. What will be d by dx of v squared? Guys? What will be d by dx of v squared? This also you have to tell me in the chat. What will be d by dx of v squared? I don't have d by dx of x squared, guys. I have d by dx of v squared. Can you tell me? Pa, 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 pa. D by dx of, correct. If you calculate this, it will be 2v into dv by dx. Okay, d by dx is 2x, d by dx of v square is 2v dv by dx. Okay, d by dv of v square will be equal to 2v. You have to understand with respect to what we are differentiating. Okay, you have to always understand with respect to what we are differentiating. Okay, so based on that, if you are differentiating v square with respect to v only, then it will be 2v. But if you are differentiating v square with respect to x, then it will be 2v dv by dx. Okay, now based on this, guys, you can very simply solve this question. Try to solve this question on your own. Find the acceleration of the particle at point A. Find the acceleration of the particle at point A. Everybody should be able to solve. Okay, everybody should be able to solve. Now, guys, I know what you want me. I want to know what you want me to teach in tomorrow's class at 3:30. So you please comment that. Okay, don't give me in the chat because it gets lost in the chat. So tell me, write that in the comments. Okay. All right. Yes, Ghanshyam. My main focus is 2021 and 2022. Okay. Tell me, guys. Tell me. Vamsi Krishna is saying 2 root 3. Vamsi, please try again. What will be the acceleration, guys? What will be the acceleration? See, guys, you have to remember that here the slope of tangent, okay, will not be equal to dv by dx. Okay, because you don't have v here, you have v square here. Here the slope of tangent will actually be equal to dv square by dx. Okay, it will actually be equal to dv square by dx. I hope everybody understood. It will be here slope of tangent is not dv by dx, guys. It's what? It's dv square by dx. Why am I saying that? Because I have v square here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah, I hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood. Okay, so here, if I ask you what is slope of tangent? It's tan 60 definitely, but basically dv square by dx is tan 60. Okay, it's dv square by dx which is tan 60. I hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood. Did you? Did you? If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. Now, what is dv square by dx? That is 2v dv by dx. Okay, that is 2v dv by dx. Now, I know from here everybody will be able to solve. Okay, from this v dv by dx can be written as just root 3 by 2. Okay, and acceleration is very simply equal to root 3 divided by 2. Acceleration is very simply equal to root 3 divided by 2. I hope everybody understood. Haripriya, you see, look at the question, Haripriya. The graph is given between what and what? The graph is given between what and what? The graph is given between v square and x. Can you look at the graph, Haripriya? Can you look at the graph? If you look at the graph, one second. Let's remove this. Look at the graph, Haripriya. What is the graph given between? The graph is given between v square and x. Okay. So the slope of tangent here will be slope of tangent. See, if it was v versus x graph, if it was v versus x graph, slope of the tangent would be v by v, dv by dx. But it's v square, so it will be dv square by dx. Okay. So I will write dv square by dx is tan 60 or 2v dv by dx is tan 60, which gives me v dv by dx is root 3 by 2 or a is equal to root 3 by 2. I hope. Okay. I'm your regular student. Please take a 2021 class at the time. Okay. I will try. Now let's. Okay. But guys, whatever your requests are, not do write it in the comments because I do read the comments after the class. Okay, please do write it in the comments. I do read the comments after the class. Okay. All right. Next is A versus X. The graph of A versus X. Now, guys, you have to again remember that v dv by dx is equal to a. I think everybody so far remembers this. All these advanced level graphs are based on this equation. If I cross multiply, what I can get is v dv is equal to a dx. V dv is equal to a dx. Now, if I integrate both sides, if I integrate both sides, what will it be? What will it be? Integration of v dv is equal to integration of a dx. Okay. Now, what is integration of VDV? What is integration of VDV? I think everybody knows what is integration of VDV. What is it? Oh, it's V square by 2. And if I substitute elements, it will be V2 square minus V1 square by 2. It will be V2 square minus V1 square divided by 2. Can you see that? Can you see that? Integration of VDV is just V square by 2. If you substitute elements, it will be V2 square minus V1 square by 2. Okay. And what is integration A dx, guys? What is integration A dx? That is nothing but area under the E versus X curve. Okay, area under the A versus X curve. So where you have to remember this very simple thing that if you are given A versus X curve, the area under the curve is V2 square minus V1 square divided by 2. Area under the curve is V2 square minus V1 square divided by 2. If you just remember this equation, now you will be very easily be able to come to this conclusion. But if you don't understand, just remember this. If you don't understand, just remember this. Okay, and try to use it. Try to use this in the next question. Okay, very simple question. The speed of the particle at origin is 5 meters per second. You have to find its speed at x is equal to 6 meters. Now, guys, I want you to do this question as a homework. Okay, I want you to do this question as homework and write down the answer in the comment section. Okay, I will take your name if you answer me the first. That person will go into the Hall of Fame if you answer me the first. Okay, you have to find the speed of the particle at x is equal to 6 meter. You know what to do. You should be able to do this. Okay, you know what to do. You should be able to do this. If you understand, please comment the answer in the book. Okay, so far everyone is okay. So far everyone is okay. That is it, guys. That is the end for today's class. We studied all the six possible graphs. Okay, we studied all the six possible graphs. We studied xt, vt, at, vx, v square x, ax. Okay, now that's it for today. If you want, if you have any topic in mind that you want me to teach tomorrow, please write it in the comment section. The topic which gets the most weightage, the topic which gets the most weightage, I will do that in tomorrow's class. Okay, that is what I will do in tomorrow's class. Okay, so Ayush, don't worry, just attend, just see the lecture of this video. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm stopping this presentation here. That was it for today. If you like this, please like this video. If you want to share it with your friends, do that as well. Okay, subscribe to our channel if you haven't. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you have any doubts, by the way, I'm here for 2 more minutes. If you have any doubts, please write it in the comments. Please write it in the comments. Not comments, in the chat section. If you have any doubts. Okay. Yeah, Vamsi. So it's got khatam. Sorry. Okay. See, I will. These are one-shot videos. I will try to do all the things very well. By the way, guys, can anybody tell me why this is looking green and black? Can anybody tell me why this is looking green and black at the same time? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me why is this looking green and black at the same time? Huh? No? Okay. Chalo. Alright, guys. Okay, I will. Yeah, see, bitsat strategy. Probably I will take a session on that. But as far as the material for bitsat is concerned, it's the same course as JEE Mains, guys. So don't worry. And you just have an extra subject called English, which I cannot teach. So you just have to study that on your own. Okay. Rajesh sir wants me to teach friction. Okay, I will try to do one short video on friction, but I won't be able to do it in one lecture. So I'll probably split it into lectures. Okay. All right. Can anybody? Can anybody tell me why it looks so low? Can anybody tell me? No, if you don't know what this is, or if you don't know what this is, I suggest you go and search chroma key. Okay, chroma key. That is, if you search this on Google, you will understand why this is looking black right now. Okay, you will understand why this is looking green or black, a combination of two, which is so weird, right? So weird, yeah. Okay. Anyways, okay. Dr. Muhammad, I will try to do that, my friend. I will try to do that. It's right now. It's from 12 to. It's from 2 to 3. I will try to change the timings. Okay, somehow. Let's see. See, there are so many people with so many different suggestions for timing. So I don't know what to do. Okay, chalo. Anyways, guys, I'll end this class right now, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye.